Hello everybody and welcome to Kat's Tiny Kitchen. Tonight I'm going to make some bean with bacon soup. It's one of Mike's favorites. I've never made this before, so we're going to wing it. I'm a little lazy tonight, so some of my ingredients got a little break from me manually chopping, and you'll see that when we get to it. But with that being said, let's get on to the ingredients. So our first ingredients, this is a 48 ounce jar of Great Northern beans, and then I have a half a pound of bacon here that I'm going to fry up. I don't know if I'm going to use it all, but I needed to get it fried before it went to waste, so we're going to use that. We have 4 cups of beef stock. Mike's not a big fan of chicken, so we're going to try it with beef stock tonight. Then I have 2 carrots that, as you can see, are kind of hinky, but I did those in the food processor, and I just chunked them up, threw them in the food processor, pulsed them until I got them to a size that I thought looked okay. I did the same with the celery. I have 2 stalks of celery here that we're going to use. And then I have 1 medium onion. Did the same thing. This one got a little bit more pulse, but that's okay. It's just going to cook faster. Then for our other ingredients, I have 2 tablespoons of rehydrated Italian seasoning, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, and a teaspoon of salt, pepper, garlic. And then I'm just gonna, when we're cooking the recipe, I'll just check it and check it for salt, pepper taste, and if it needs more, which I don't think it will with the bacon, I'll add more. But those are our ingredients, so let's go ahead and let's get this recipe going. I got my pan hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my bacon. And I'm once I get this fried, I'm probably going to dump some of the grease off of it. I'm not going to need all the grease from this bacon. And I got it cut up in smaller chunks. But I'm going to fry it pretty good. Not completely crispy, but enough to get that fat rendered off of it. And get it crisp enough that it's not going to disintegrate too bad in the soup when I get it all put together. So let's just throw some music in here and watch the bacon fry. Okay, so the bacon's good enough fried. Didn't want to go too crispy on it. So now I'm going to take it out of the pan and put it on a paper plate or paper towel to drain. Then I'm going to drain some of the grease out of here. I don't want all this fat. I'm only going to use about a tablespoon of the grease to saute my vegetables. I'm not probably going to get all of the bacon out of here, but most of it. So let me drain this really quick. So we got that's about a tablespoon in there. So now I'm going to add my carrots, get them going, my onions, and my celery. I'm going to get those sauteed and get them softened up. Once these get, once these get a little clarified, or the onions, then I'll start adding my other ingredients. And we're gonna probably cook this for a while before I add my beans, because the beans are already cooked. Everything's already cooked, pretty much. Our vegetables are sauteed enough, so I'm going to start adding some more ingredients to this. I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of garlic and the 2 tablespoons of rehydrated Italian seasoning. I'm going to hold off on the salt, pepper, garlic blend because I don't know how salty this is going to be once I get it all mixed together. So with that bacon, so I'm just gonna hold off on that for now, and we'll use that as a salt and pepper to taste kind of thing. We want to let this go for a little bit. Like I said, everything is already cooked, so with the exception, of course, of the carrot, celery, onions. So once I get the beef stock in here, I'm going to let it simmer for about a half an hour, 45 minutes, until all the vegetables do get good and soft. And then I will come back and we'll add the beans and the bacon. So I'm going to add my stock now. Again, we're going to let this, I'm going to put a lid on it, we're going to let it simmer, and I will be back with you guys in just a little bit to add the rest of my ingredients. This has been going for about 30 minutes now, and the carrots are starting to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my bacon and my beans to get that bacony flavor going in here. And then once this is cooked for a little bit, I'm going to check it for seasonings to see if it needs anything else. So there goes our bacon, and I did decide to use the whole half pound. And then I'm going to now add our beans. Get this stirred in. I'm still holding off on my salt, pepper, garlic because I don't know how salty this is going to get with the bacon in it. So we'll be back in about 15-20 more minutes to see how this is going. Okay, so it's been about another half an hour with the bacon and the beans and everything in here, and while we were off I did taste it and it needed the extra teaspoon of salt, pepper, and garlic. So I am looking forward to digging into this. I thank you all for joining me tonight, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you. Good night now.